Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Alpinestars Tech Heated Glove, available from RevZilla.com. So the Tech Heated Glove is a welcomed addition to the Alpinestars line. It's also a welcomed addition to the Heated line here at RevZilla.com. You're looking at a 3-season heated glove that's going to perform really beautifully, waterproof and breathable in spring and fall. And then as you stretch into the winter months, you have the option to turn on the heat. Now, the heating element is new from Alpinestars. You're taking a glove which looks like a mix of features and tech features for both protection and comfort that we've seen on a lot of other gloves, and now you have the heating element that does tips of the fingers, backs of the fingers, all the way into about the back of the hand. It's going to stop in the cuff. You're not getting any heat in the palm, but it's using a very thin, thinner than a human hair filament to transfer the heat. So again, you're never going to feel the heating elements in a bulky kind of way, but when you turn the heat on, you're going to allow yourself to transfer heat to the hand in a waterproof glove that should protect you in a myriad of non-hot weather riding conditions. Now, of note, I do want to speak to the insulative properties of the glove. It's a little bit more, Alpinestars knows that you're going to get your heat from the heated element when you're riding it into the depths of the winter. So what they've done is they've developed a glove that's not extra bulky. Knowing that you have the Drystar membrane for the spring and the fall, there's not an excess of thermal lining here. They're also not excessively insulating the palm, so you get more grip. The nice part about this Alpinestars Tech Heated Glove is that it really serves a purpose to be a sport touring, adventure touring glove with hard knuckle protection compared to a lot of the other heated gloves that are on the market that are a little bit less technical. You notice that here's my coax for power, and we're going to walk through all of the different nuances of the glove in a second. But speaking to the power and what's in the box, you're going to get a battery adapter that you'd plug in to a Y splitter that's also included, and that would be how you would run the heat, and you'd run those splitter cables down the sleeves of your jacket. So again, as a first-generation tech heated product from Alpinestars, they're using basic setup to wire to your battery, but you can also get an on and off switch, and there's also a heat controller that allows you 30, 60, and 100% on or off that allows you to regulate the temperature as well. Right out of the box, though, you're going to be able to power the heat to it, but it's going to be in an always-on position, so you might get a little bit, unless you're riding in extreme cold, it might get overly warm. So when you're looking at this glove, you should really think about picking up a controller as well, or at least giving yourself the ability to turn it on and turn it off. From a fit standpoint, it's an extra large. Like I said, it's not overly bulky. They've managed to incorporate the heating elements without making the glove fit any smaller, and that is the danger sometimes when you get into multi-layer cold weather gear. So I'm wearing an extra large. That's traditional Alpinestars fit. It fits European. I tend to be a large in first gear, in Icon, in some of the newer RevZilla gloves, which I consider more of an American cut. So again, Euro cut here in the Alpinestars glove, right around that $200 mark. Now, looking at some of the non-heated elements, we talked about Drystar that allows you to shield yourself and be windproof and waterproof from Mother Nature. It's really Alpinestars' version of Gore-Tex. And you're looking at a full cuff design. So you have stone PU, you have a mix of cowhide. When I flip it over, you're going to see there's some synthetic leather here as well. It's really meant to be an inclement weather glove. Notice the double cuff here on the back that allows you to work with either inner or outer glove construction. You're going to get that double gaiter. They're both waterproof, so you can bring your sleeve down and create a great seal. Again, not, in my opinion, something that the commuter rider is going to want to do every day for short jaunts, but for the hardcore adventure extremist, a lot of times creating that double cuff is a nice move. We have temper foam along the ulna on the lateral side of the hand. Moving into the back of the hand, notice an accordion stretch panel that's really large, allows your knuckle protection, that's coated TPU knuckle, to move as well as giving you dexterity here in the thumb. Notice another big area of temper foam. Mid-digital in your hook fingers for working your controls. You're going to get a little bit of extra elasticated stretch panel. Each finger is going to have its own area of raised temper foam. And then also notice from the sport side of things that Alpinestars is bringing over the 3rd and 4th finger bridge, and they're positioning it a bit lower for the sport touring and adventure touring crowd. But again, keeping these two fingers together in the event of a low side crash really gives you the best opportunity to not have to roll your whole hand versus just rolling your pinky. So again, you're going to keep your pinky intact, give you a best chance to have your pinky survive any kind of nasty low side. Moving into the thumb, we talked about the element here that gives you some extra abrasion resistance and support. Dual layer of leather that wraps the tip of the thumb. No surprises here in the palm from Alpinestars. External stitching, slight pre-curve for comfort, Clarino synthetic suede in the control areas. Now here's one of the few surprises on this glove. Alpinestars, for durability and to mix with the inclement weather factor of the Tech Heated Glove, is using a synthetic leather now to reinforce. But what I like that they've done is they've almost quilted the temper foam into it, all the way down into this little protector that covers your wrist adjustment strap. And notice that it's one piece of synthetic leather that goes all the way up the outside of the pinky and gives you further seam encapsulation on, again, an area that's really prone to a low side crash. And notice that we have synthetic leather that wraps around down here at the cuff on top of that stone PU as well. Single wrist adjustment that's long enough to give you, depending on what you're wearing underneath the glove and depending on how burly your wrist is, to give you good coverage. It goes all the way around again. So really keep in mind, this is Alpinestars' first foray in Tech Heated. They've been working on it for a few years. It's nice to see the iterations and finally have them get to a place where they have a pro-level glove that's going to provide a great deal of support, protection, and functionality for those of you that are expecting that from Alpinestars, but now working with the technology for heat that allows you to transfer heat from the tips of the fingers to the back of the hand in the most wind-prone areas for the bitter cold riding seasons. So if you have any questions about the heating elements, about the glove and how it breaks down, shoot our Gear Geeks line. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Remember, click here, subscribe to RevZilla TV, stay up to date with all the latest gear reviews we're constantly rolling out. From a sizing standpoint, don't worry if you're not sure about it, even though the cut is consistent with most Alpinestars products. Over $39, we ship for free, exchange for free, no restock if you need to send it back, so we try to take the guesswork out of sizing. And you can always earn Teamzilla cash to be applied to your next order by shopping with us in the long run on any order over $100. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the new Tech Heated Glove from Alpinestars. Waterproof, breathable, heated, great for sport and adventure touring in the 3-season cold weather realm. Find it at RevZilla.com/Alpinestars. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.